With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in. We'll mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
At the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. That's taken in. It's James Cook. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this one in. James Cook, touchdown Bills. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
The extra point is good, and the Bills will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And some movement right away. This crowd making its presence felt early. They go play action for Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's number 40 on the season for him.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Second down. Burrow. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. T.J. Sanders in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
No return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. This defense falls over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Allen gonna throw. He'll swing this one out to Cook. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And they're gonna have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Big time play there for Buffalo. 55 yards on the game.
27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. a pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground and Cook. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bengals 7-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. The RPO, that one is complete. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, offensive coordinator's script at the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
And he's trying to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
One quarter in the books. 13-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The reception for Rondale Moore. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top. Here's Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. This brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. Throwing is Allen. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. On the handoff, this is Cook. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bill. That's his 2nd touchdown this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. That is a big play for Cincinnati. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Burrow. That is caught. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Run with Cook. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down after a gain of 7.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Burrow now. Forced to his right. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
To throw is Burrow. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Handoff, running left. This is Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Here's 2nd and 9. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Allen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Here's 3rd and 7.
What is going on? What is it?
The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
First and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it. So that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man, we let that one slip away.
To the air once more is Allen. The second down throw is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
His kick is perfect. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Burrow working in the pistol. He'll go right and find his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
And the Bengal first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
From out of the gun here on third down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. To throw is Burrow. This one incomplete. That's defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he can't get away. They rallied to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
What the fuck is going on?
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down. Working from the pistol. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Now to throw on first down. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Landon Jackson getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Second down, Burrow. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 23, here's second down and 6. They'll run with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
On third down, they go with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5, and he picked up 8.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on, the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now the give to Cook, running right. And he's got another one. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That is 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has his 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's Burrow, who outs another catch for his favorite targets. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down.
First down, Bengals.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Burrow. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Burrow to throw. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work has separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Throwing is Burrow. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Back to throw, Burrow. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
4 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline and just wasn't able to save the play.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Let's give credit to the defense. I mean, those throws, they have not been there this entire game. And they have tried time and time again to test this defense downfield. And you can see a little frustration mounting from some of these receivers. They cannot connect downfield.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Burrow now, exiting the pocket right. Again, working deep downfield. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. To throw is Burrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Cook. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Brings up 3rd and
12. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Williams. And he will be taken This one is about done.
Brings up third and
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up fourth down. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit, he does a great job here able to put that one through.
take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, Burrow. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is hard. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
The kicker on for the
Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play to kick off this drive. Pick up of 46 yards.
first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo.